France on Air, le podcast de l'Alliance Française Bangkok.
Podcast ของสมาคมฝรั่งเศสกรุงเทพ
Bonjour, sawadee ka. Bienvenue sur Next Station, le podcast où chaque épisode est un voyage à travers les cultures françaises et francophones.
ยินดีต้อนรับสู่ Next Station Podcast ที่จะพาคุณออกเดินทางสู่โลกของวัฒนธรรมฝรั่งเศสและกลุ่มประเทศที่ใช้ภาษาฝรั่งเศส
Hello everyone, this is Julia, the librarian of the Alliance Française in Bangkok, and today we are receiving VILLENA, a Spanish photographer.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. He was here for a talk about his work today as a photographer. Hello, can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is VILLENA. I'm a Spanish artist and photographer, as well as culture manager from Barcelona. But actually, I live in Paris now.
Lovely. So let's dive in straight in. How did you become a photographer?
I became a photographer accidentally because when I was a teenager, I wanted to be an actor. And my mother would never allow me to do that. But years after that, I had a terrible job interview. And I got back home, I got rid of my suit, I threw it on the floor, I had something to eat, and I had a nap. I needed to rest. And when I woke up from that nap, I had the feeling that I needed to get rid of a very bad feeling I had inside. And so I had a picture in my mind, and I asked my flatmates to take it. And since then, I started taking pictures to express what I couldn't say, like orally. And from then, I started taking pictures.
Well, it's a very powerful experience.
Cathartic.
Yeah. So, from what you're saying, it sounds like you're self-taught. You didn't go to art school or anything.
No, I never did.
Oh, that's impressive.
With curiosity. That's what drove me to do things. Because I started taking pictures with an iPhone 4. And then borrowing my friends' cameras. And then I bought my own camera. And then I started finding cameras in my way. So it's about experimenting and learning.
Mm-mm. Yeah, that's good, playing around with different cameras. So for the more technical side of things, what kind of cameras do you use?
I have 4 cameras now that I use. Well, maybe I have a few more, but I have Asahi Pentax from 1968. I have a Canon A1 from 1978. I have a Nikonos 5 that goes underwater. And I have a Ricoh GR-X3. And now I have a Canon EOS 55, which is from the 90s and has a kind of digital feeling, but it's all film. I have most of my cameras are film cameras and only that very small digital Ricoh that I have.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Do you develop your films yourself?
No, I don't. I did some lab to develop your own films and stuff. But since I cannot do it at home, I prefer to take my films to... there is this amazing people in Paris called Nation Photo, and they are the loveliest people ever. So I develop everything there.
Well, that's good, yeah, and that makes you meet other people passionate about photography as well. Yeah. So that's really sweet. And do you have themes, like topics you like to explore with your photos?
Yeah, I have. I would say I have conscious and unconscious themes, because the conscious ones would be, for example, now I'm obsessed with taking pictures of birds and flowers, maybe some landscapes and stuff. Subconsciously, I've always been taking pictures of, for example, trash, garbage, because... and it's something that came up to me after thinking a little bit. Everything that's industrial, everything that's flashy in terms of things that we have made as humans in structures, infrastructures. And I've never been conscious about taking pictures of that. But that's also something I've been taking because it says a lot about ourselves as humans. So I take pictures of flowers because they're lovely and because I love them. But subconsciously, I want to dig a little bit more into what being a human being is.
That's a vast program.
Yeah.
Good luck. But that sounds fascinating.
Thank you.
So that's a really good project. And do you have any favorite artists, any influences?
Yeah, I have. There are certain photographers who I love, which are Zanele Muholi, Daido Moriyama, Ren Hang, Nan Goldin, Bourdin. But then I started also considering a lot what happened in Spain in terms of photography during the 20th century, because it's kind of mute and taboo to talk about Spain in, half of the 20th century. And there's so many things to see, and that connects me again to my roots. And then, of course, music. Music is something that makes me see things in certain ways, and that goes on with you. I think it would be like the music is what makes the atmosphere and what makes the context of my pictures.
Okay. Any genre or?
There's many things. It can go from a jazz song that Carmen McRae or Billie Holliday can sing to something more electronic like Aphex Twin, or a rock and roll song by Smashing Pumpkins, or I don't know, Siouxsie and the Banshees, or many different things.
Yeah, anything. That's good. Yeah, inspiration from everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, lastly, if you could describe yourself in 3 words as an artist, do you know what you would pick?
I would pick the sea, because the sea means a lot of things to me. I would pick colors, and I would do that. The sea, colors, and black and white, because you cannot do photography without them. Either there's some people who love black and white only and some people who love colors only, but for me you really need to balance and move yourself between both of them, because those are the currents. That's why the sea, because I need to be between currents.
Oh, makes sense. Oh, lovely. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you for having me.
No, it was a pleasure. We will have another podcast talking about Villena's experience learning French and living in France. So if you're interested, please look up our website. And I will put some links, plural, to references you gave us very kindly about other artists, and obviously links to your work as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a very nice day. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Vous avez aimé cet épisode? Ne ratez pas le prochain sur Alliance on Air.
หากคุณชอบเอพิโซดนี้อย่าพลาดตอนถัดไปที่ Alliance on Air